He stood in the shower, pulled the chain for the hot water, and he stood there for 20 minutes and the hot water never emptied because the hot water comes up between 90 and 100 degrees from the earth up. And we tapped 2 out of the 3 mines or wells on the property. Now these buildings, you'll see this one building is a stagecoach, and they would come over the hill from the city down and go to the stagecoach, let people off. There's the stagecoach run. The mine carts that came out of the mine were pulled along these tracks, pulled up onto the roof, and then dumped into the wagons. That, like
so I when said, they was pulling them, they pulled them with what?
The horses. This horse, we'll swing over there and look.
Let me see that.
Yeah, we'll go down there.
So the horses actually was making that ratchet or whatever to revolve around.
Up. Yeah. And there's guys down below that would kind of help.
So those horses was constantly going around?
Yes.
So how they...
Well, I'll show you.
That's amazing. Oh, I see.
The device that was designed to have, I'm going to come right in the middle here. This was designed to have 4 horses pulling it, and they would form an X. So when the horses were off, they would go counterclockwise to raise it up, counterclockwise to lower it. But that's what they used to help bring the ore buckets up.
So ovo je bilo upotrebljavano da bi izvlačilo ove pune ove, kako se to zove, kutije, te vagone. Te pune vagone, to su 4 konja izvlačile. Ta 4 konja su išla u okrug kao kod nas na guvnu i onda se ovo vrtilo i ova sajla je vukla odozdo i ti su vagoni išli u okrug i tu su se bili, tu je izbacivano taj materijal u kočije i dalje je išao na preradu gdje je išao. Ali to su konji izvlačili odozdo sa 300 metara dubine iz rudnika. Nevjerovatno. Really cool.
Some of the buildings you see were original. We put like metal siding on to preserve them. Like this building we built because we needed it for supplies.
So how much material could go in this wagon?
I would say maybe
one
maybe
ton?
a ton, maybe. Because like I said, the wagons held 40 tons. Or excuse me, 20 tons or 40,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Now in the 40s and 50s, this was a lumber mill that they used to cut for the beams. And Alan hooked that up so we still use it. That's why we have extra beams we're cutting. But all these buildings were in direct support. This machine right here was designed to, when they put a nugget of the graphite with the silver and gold in it, it would crush and just go up and down and wind up crushing the stones, and they'd take the ore and use that to go in.
Oh, I see.
When they did it, the ore balls were about the size of cannonballs. When they got to this size is when they were used, and they were basically almost gone. And we find these all over the property. We just throw them up here. But this is what, and you can see there's bigger ones and there's smaller ones.
Mm-hmm.
But that's, and they would basically put those in a tumbler, a barrel like this, and they could have horses move it. So as it rolled around, those would slap the minerals and the concrete to break it up from the rocks. And that's what that was for. People always go, what are those?
That's nice.
Yep. We're going to show you a couple more things on the way back to the office.
When we go back, I would like you to go with me to visit those buildings down there.
If we're not busy, I'll talk to my wife.
Yeah, not busy.
This is something we're opening in January. What this is, and you can see behind us, that was an old mine shaft that had collapsed.
Okay.
We left it so people could see what they did when they went in and out. This building on the left side was a saloon. The middle section was the undertakers. And there's coffins with like the middle out so people could see who was killed. And the other side is like a general store. And we're almost ready. This in January 18th, as I said.
Yeah, you cannot go there?
No, well, it's still under construction. We haven't been approved. Because anything we open, OSHA has to look at
Oh, I see, for the safety.
for safety. And they haven't signed that off. And if
But
you get hurt,
can you
could-
just stop?
on the hills and mountains would be hundreds and hundreds of tents or cabins if they built them. Because this was all full, then they could come here for supplies, work to the mine, and then come home, and they didn't have to walk far.
That's because that's why I like to go to Tombstone. That's the reason. Because
Yeah.
I love those Western movies.
This is going to be because Stephanie loves Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
That's Sasquatch. So we have the bride and the groom, and they're going to get married in January.
They're gonna get married?
There's a whole ceremony where they have going on.
Kidding.
All the animals are showing up. No, on the 18th. And then they'll open up those buildings. Yeah, just something fun to do. These buildings here are called dynamite shacks.
Oh, that's where they store dynamite.
Exactly. They were designed, we uncovered the first one so we could see inside. But you can see on the one on the right, what they would do is take the roof off. Someone would jump down in there and they would hand them the cases, the boxes, case of dynamite. Then they would put the roof back on. They were built into a mountain, so when it exploded, if it were to happen, they would go up, not out, to keep people safe. And there's two here. And if you go to the other side of the museum, you'll see a mine off on the side of the hill. And if you look to the right, you'll see two dynamite shacks just like this. That's on the other side now. The first mine is on the other side of the city too. And that's just more volunteers helping with maintenance or helps. He helped us actually get more solar panels on. Coming up on the right, you can see fences. These are actual mines that we're still in the process of securing, that when we open the other buildings, hopefully we can open these. We had an incident where we have them blocked off so people, because since they're open, they could accidentally slide in there and get hurt. Some of these go 75 feet to 100 feet deep. There's pits. And there's more here. So you can imagine someone having a tent or cabin here and walking across and working in these mines. These were private mines that people laid estate to. Then when they got tired of working it, they would take the money and sell it to a new person and say, this is what I found in here, silver and gold. $100 and you can mine it and take over. Because they wanted to leave for whatever reason. Like I said, we're kind of going, we go through all the